And away we go. A little bit tilted. Yeah, I think that's better. Yep. Sweet. Hey, Spyro. Connecting. Yep, that also works. Second modem is next on the to-do list. As always, I'll be with you guys in a little bit. Dirk, hello. Stwandlin, hello. Uthi, hello. Lockdown Moin. Jacob, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome. There we go. That is 2 modems done. Moin, Rhea. Hey, Dutch fella. Then let's put the phone in the mount, and then we should be good to go. Marnix, hello. All right, let's see. I need to sign in first. Hey, Rich. Log in. Oh God, I'm having this issue again. Oh no, it's fine. I'm logged in. Cool. Not sure what ship that is though that we're looking at. Might have to look on radar. Is it the Regine? Is that it? Yeah, it's the Regine. Okay. Show on overlay. Is this the 7th season? No. That one will be here in a few hours from now. It should leave at 6, which is in half an hour, but then it still has to go all the way from Antwerp to here. We all know that's quite some distance to cover. So I'm expecting her around 8 p.m. here, I think. Interesting front profile. Yeah, she has a superstructure in the front, the Regine. All right. That going. Let's refresh this. Oh my goodness! My one.
Dutch_fella subscribed for 21 months on Twitch.
With a
coming close to 2 years.
With a tier 2, my one and only. Indeed, almost 2 years, buddy. Did you accept the job offer that you DM me about, Dutch fella, or is that still pending? I'm curious. Too bad you're working then. I mean, too bad for you, because we will see it. What the heck is that? So it's an inland chip in front of it. Maybe that's why it looks trippy, but the Regime is the one in the back. Yeah, the collecting is working again today. It's funny, there was nothing. I came home, I tried it again, and everything was working, so. Hey, Suzanne. Okay, they still have to get back to you. Gotcha. Mic is a bit loud? Okay. Oh yeah, I see it's a bit in the red now. So bump it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's better. Now it shouldn't be clipping anymore. Good thing is you can always watch the VOD afterwards, Patrick. Don't worry. Yes, we are at Walsorden today. So yeah, maybe a short intro. We're at Walsorden. 2 reasons. There's 2 ships leaving Antwerp a little bit late, so I wanted to make sure we caught them before dark. It is a 400-meter ultra-large container ship that we'll see later today. Should be departing at 6. And then there is also a cruise ship that comes all the way from Antwerp, also departing at 6, but I think it's going to need about 1 to 2 hours to get here at least. So I'm expecting it about around 8, I think. Well, we'll have to see. We'll track it. We'll see its progress. You were looking at Terneuzen, yeah. Hey, Giant Ray, is that the nuclear power plant in the back? Yes, that's the one we cycled past on our trip. So 2.5 hours from now, Rishi, I think, I hope. We'll know more in about half an hour if she's starting to move or not. Keep in mind, it is the river here. We don't have the very tall cruise ships. It's a smaller one. But I think it's still a 200-meter ship though, so. Of course, for all the card collectors, that will also be a very unique one. I wonder if it will be legendary. There's a good chance it's going to be legendary. Look at her turning. Also, I'm sitting in the shade. It's super nice. It is a very warm day today, unexpectedly. I think we peaked at like 32 degrees where I live. Oh, the make a picture, that reminds me. I still have to. Oh, I didn't post after yesterday's stream. Keep forgetting the Instagram stuff. I'm so bad at social media for being a live streamer. It's a weird crane. It's just a crane in the back, or maybe a multiple. I think she might have multiple cranes actually. 32 is freezing. It is in Kekona units, Demon Days. Don't ask me how much it is in Fahrenheit though. You got 36 in the Ruhrpott. Hey cars. Yeah, it's warm, but it's manageable. Like I didn't feel like it was insanely warm today. My goodness, John Ray, 40 consecutive streams watched. That's commitment. 32 is like it's like 0 Celsius. It's freezing here. Oh yeah, she has multiple cranes. Look at that. I do love the view here at Walsorden. The shots are so nice. Just look at this. It's beautiful. It's interesting, and Bangkok is colder than Central Europe. Wow. Coolest channel on Twitch. Thanks, man. Definitely one of the more relaxing channels on Twitch, I guess. Use Microsoft Paint livery. I guess they tried to add a little bit of like livery, and instead of just going for a full green hull, they have like the gray stripe. So I appreciate the effort for trying to make it look good. I could have just painted it all in green and called it a day. Was it all green on the other side? Really, was it? I didn't see. And we won't see anymore actually. I don't think we'll see her other side anymore today. So it's super quiet here today. I remember last time we were in this spot was for the tall ships race, and we literally had like 100 or 200 people in this little patch of the asphalt where we're at. Oh, there's stuff on her. Wait, is that a ship on her? Damen. There's something on her, that's for sure. I'm not sure what it is though. It is from Damen, so it is from the ship builder Damen. Yeah, I guess that's a ship, right? Yeah, some kind of ship that's on her. It's like really close past. No, it's normal here. Yeah, Diamond CS. I guess it's one of their ships. Yeah, look at that. See a little superstructure there. What kind of ship is that? This is indeed a ship shipping ship right now. Oh no, what's the signal doing? Check. Uh-oh. Something is funky. Okay, that was a weird blip. It's a dredging thing? Okay. Connection, what are you doing? Oh, maybe it's too warm in the... Hang on, yeah, let's move this closer. We might be struggling from the heat a little bit. You have 36 degrees, my goodness. Yeah, it's a little bit cooler here. When I arrived, my car set 30 and a half, I think. It's a little bit cooler by the water. It's a cutter suction dredger. Oh, okay. Well, I guess she's going... Where's the ship going, actually? I didn't even check when I put her on the overlay. Going to Hamburg. Going to Germany. Okay, the connection seems to have stabilized again, so that's nice. Also another ship. Interesting. I don't know what's on it. We'll see in a little bit. It's making good speed. Let's see. Let's get her actual speed up. Still need to develop the actual speed thing. 12.9 knots. Average speed on the river. Also, the pillar is almost gone. For the regulars, you'll know that there's usually birds sitting on this pillar, but once high tide reaches the peak, the highest point, this whole thing will be submerged. So I think in about 20 minutes from now, maybe not that much even, maybe 10 minutes from now, this thing will be gone. So fun thing is the cruise ship that we're about to see, we saw it last year as well, also in August. So it's like she's doing the exact same cruise this year, like she did last year, visiting Antwerp. I do believe there's another cruise ship expecting in Antwerp this week, probably. Let me look it up while look at this. There's a website called Cruise Ships in Antwerp. I type in cruise ships and the first thing Google suggests is hantavirus. Antwerp. Let's see. I wonder if we'll be able to see another cruise ship. Wow, oh yeah. I'm on the wrong network, but I don't want to switch. The website is gonna take like half a minute to load now. Connection timed out. Okay, let me turn on the VPN for a minute. For some reason, the Dutch network is completely throttling my this SIM to pieces. Cruise season 26. Let's see. Yeah, so tomorrow afternoon, I don't have time. I have to pick up kids. Tomorrow afternoon, we have the Seven Seas Voyager coming in, which is probably a sister ship. And that one is scheduled to leave the day after, so that is Wednesday evening. We might catch it going out then on Wednesday evening. That is definitely an option. Looks difficult to get to. There should be like a. It's already far away, but there should be some structure in the back. They climb in it through the back, and it just goes forward and splashes down. And if they're lucky, it also does a front flip while splashing into the water. Hey Frank. Hey Toast. Wait. Did we end? Wait, what happened? Oh. Oh, I see what happened. I don't know what's wrong with the SIM card. That's horrible. Never mind. Alright. Gonna restart Stream Buddy now. Stop. Okay, I'm connected. I should just go on the Wi-Fi. This thing doesn't consume that much anyway. Settings, connections, Wi-Fi. Go on my own little Wi-Fi. There we go. Password is 11111111111. Okay, now on the Wi-Fi, and hopefully everything works flawlessly. Hey Kirby, I'm gonna be dinner entertainment. Nice. Right, let's see what's coming from Antwerp. It could just be containers, but it looks. Oh yeah, it is just boxes. Wait, is it? It's containers and just a very odd pattern stacked. That's why. Okay. So the 400-meter ship that is supposed to go out. Is that her? No. Oh, she's further to the left. That's her. Hapagloid with the orange chimney. KPN is the best net. Yeah, but my phone prefers Vodafone, and that gives problems. And I don't want to every time I go to the Netherlands manually switch it. It's really annoying. So this one is supposed to depart in 15 minutes from now, actually. So we'll have to keep an eye on her. Until then, some smaller stuff. Zoom back out. Lots of boxes being transported today. Hey, Klaas. I might have a surprise for you guys today. Maybe. We'll have to see if it works or not. We'll definitely give it a good old try. Already prepare some stuff for it. You thought there was guys, for all the regulars, Baboui's here. We're right next to Baboui. We saw this buoy being placed in the water while we were here live on stream. Took him like an hour to install this thing, but she's here. Baboui. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Oh, hang on. I have to change something. That man is committed to fishing. Look at that. A new buoy? No. This buoy indicates that the harbor of Walsorden is here. It's like just an indicator. It just looks so wrong, right? I guess the water, it's like very shallow. There's like if it's low tide, you can't even see it because it's all dried up then. There's like a big beach and rock area before it gets like deeper. So I guess he just walks in for having more chances to catch something. He's deep though in the water. Guess he's wearing a wader suit. Yellow indicates danger. Well, maybe watch out for ships going in and out of the port. That could be it. Because if you look at the buoy, it even says the place name on it. Walls Orden. Look at that tide though. Look at the water go flowing against it. The current, where he is standing, I guess there's not too much current, but yeah, if you would go a bit further, as you can see, there's quite a bit of current right now. The water is still flowing in because the tide is still rising. Let me check tide. Oh yeah, the tide will be broken. I need to fix. Oh no, it's working again, oddly. Oh yeah, so high tide is in 36 minutes from now. Look at that. Also, we talked about a little pillar earlier. Wait, can you still see it yet? Yeah, just barely. There it goes. Goodbye, little pillar. We'll see you in an hour or two. How many ships? And 1 meter of water? Not a lot. A little boat maybe, but these things are a bit deeper than 1 meter. I wouldn't go with my boat where the man is standing, because you will be grounded for sure. Where are the boxes? There's the boxes. Looks like we're still a tiny bit not unbalanced. There we go. I think that's better. The Sereno. I feel like we've seen this one before. I should really add a scene button as well. I'll add it in a minute here. Yeah, spotted 4 times in total. Last time was the 19th of July. Settings. Button. Let's call it scene. Send message. Exclamation mark. Scene. Send it to Twitch. Go. So make the color of the button black. Save. And if we do this, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Hey, Big Barry. Welcome, welcome. So we're just joining in. A bit of a slow start of the stream, but we are expecting a cruise ship. What is that over there? I keep getting distracted. Oh, that's a nuclear power plant being just very bright. I thought it was like a big ro-ro. Yeah, so we're expecting a cruise ship later today and a 400-meter ultra-large container ship. If it departs on time, of course. It's always the question. There's the Eiger behind. There's only 2 ships, so I assume it's probably going to be that one then, yeah. But yeah, all these inland container ships have a nice telescopic bridge. I was actually looking into what it would take to start working on an inland ship. Unfortunately, it's not really career switch friendly to start working on a ship like this. Apparently, you have to first work as a deckhand for like 360 days before you can even attempt to go 1 rank up. And that requires training again. and then you need again like a lot of days on the ship, and only then you can like properly train to be a skipper on one of these or a captain on one of these ships. Hey Nico. Although I do think it would be a fun job to do, except for being away from home for 2 weeks at a time. It would be less. Where did the other one go? Is it behind? I think so. Definitely quiet right now on the river. I also saw a big row from Grimaldi while I arrived here, but yeah. I was still in the car when it was already going past, so couldn't show you guys. Let's see what's moving on the river while we wait. Let's see. Especially stuff inbound. Ooh, what is all this? Some small stuff. Probably going to Hansweert. Oh, there's an MSC Tema. Ooh, a red MSC ship. Ooh, it's a unique one. And then, ooh, after that it gets quiet as well. That one's going to Ghent. General cargo ship. I'm already at Vlissingen on the radar now. A tanker. Another one to Ghent. One without a destination. Another one to Vlissingen. Tanker. It's already so. We're back. Well, that was odd. Are we back? Or are we still? Okay, we're back. I do think the live view will arrive soonish. So then we'll be able to upgrade to 2K streaming, so even better quality. Oh, sorry. So the Eiger. Oh, poor Uthi, making you work. We'll stay on the Eiger. She is indeed fully stacked. I don't think she can do another layer. Although I have seen inland ships with like 4 layers of containers, so this is like 3. But I have seen one with 4 as well, so maybe it's possible. So far I also see no movement on the 400-meter ship. So we'll have to wait and see. So quiet. Both here and in the chat. Oh, let's plug in the chat phone. Why did I use so much battery already on this? Oh, I went climbing today. That's why. First dinner. Oh yeah. You can also see the big tower we cycled past on the right there that they were building. I can't wait for that to finish. It was a lot bigger than it looks from a distance. Once we were cycling next to it. Definitely want to visit that when it's ready. How was my day? Okay-ish. Did a workout, went bouldering, but wasn't happy with the results. But lifted some weights as well. Happy with that. For the first time in my life, because I've been bouldering now for 8 months, I have some arm muscles that show. It's the first time ever. Hey Vanch, yo. He's going very slow though. Well, that's fine, because there's nothing else currently. Let me check on radar. You tried it for the first time ever yesterday. Really? Awesome. And you liked it apparently. Yeah, I love it. We also just went to do it once as like a couples activity, me and the missus, and we just kept doing it. Although I'm even more into it than her. She does enjoy it, but I'm really trying to like get better at it. She's drifting? Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's probably the tide. Hey, else for Hawks. I'm so hooked on the bouldering that I'm already at my second pair of shoes. I got like a cheap pair to start with, but I was like, no, I need better ones now. You stuck to the easiest. Yeah, that's even I'm still like on the. So if you look at the levels in my gym, there's green for beginner. That is easy. I flash all of those, and then there's yellow and orange, and that's still the level I'm stuck at right now. Guess it also doesn't help that I'm quite old, so my progression is probably slower than somebody who's younger. It's fun. Is that a French ship? No, it has a Dutch flag. It's not a French flag, my friend. It's a Dutch one. So if you're just joining, we are expecting a 400 meter long, ultra-large container ship and a cruise ship today. Those will be our two main targets, and everything else in between is a nice add-on. I also saw that there's a red MSC ship unbound, which is also interesting, because they always are black. You're older than me even? Okay, cool. I do think bouldering is something that you can pick up at a later age. You just got to be cautious not to jump down too much. That's not recommended when you're a bit older. No red walls orden, Sulzi. Because I wanted to make sure that we caught the cruise ship while it's still light out. Talking about the cruise ship, it's 6:05. Let's see if she's moving or not. Ooh, we got a river cruise coming as well. right at the nuclear power plant. So right at those chimneys on the other side of it is Spirit of the Rhine going to Ghent. So we'll see that one as well. We'll also have a river cruise. That's fun. Looks like the Seven Seas Mariner. There is a tug next to it. There's actually two tugs next to her. Oh, she still has to do her 180 turn actually. But there's tugs around her, so she's leaving in time. So that's nice. She's her ETA is 4:45 a.m. in Amsterdam. So she's going to Amsterdam. Cool. Hey, GB. Interesting containers. I'm not sure what branding is on there. Never seen that before. Oh, I see now. It's like a ship in front of a ship. It's like one of those weird ship things. Definitely looks unusual. 6 p.m. is supposed to leave. So right now. So that's why there's two tugboats around her, getting ready to help her do the 180 turn that she has to do. Got a little pleasure craft coming out as well. Look at her cruise. Oh, they're going fishing. Look at all these fishing rods. Whoa, oh, not so fast. Here we go. Is that named the Sharky? A good name. It is the Sharky. Is he wearing clothes? He is. Okay. Very curious. Beluda lines. Is that related to Beluda Towage? The VB tugs, that company is named Beluda Towage. Well, there was like some kind of subsidiary from Beluda, and they started doing containers now. Yep, they are. They're all refrigerated ones. You can see it by the black openings on the in the front part there. That's the cooling unit. So they're all reefers. Hey Toast, welcome dude. Still nice on time. It's quite quiet. So yeah, we have the Seven Seas Mariner, we have a river cruise, and then hopefully the 400-meter ship will also be like, I'm going out of here. That would be nice. Let's see if there's tugs around her. No tugs yet. That's not ideal, is it? We'll see if she starts moving. Are those two ships? It's like a ship pushing a barge or something. I'm not sure. I think these things just belong together though. I think they're always attached to each other. But it is like two hulls basically. Look how erect that bridge is though. It's so tall. Oh, sorry, I'm bumping into the tripod. Sorry about that. That feeling after a sneeze. Love it. Yeah, it's the Eiger. The Eiger is the back part. And it's actually pushing, I guess. The front part has its own name. The Nordwand. Beluda Lines is a sister company of Beluda Towing. Oh, look at that. I didn't know that they also did like shipping. That they're also dabbling in shipping. Cool. Can you find it on? You mean the front part? Yeah, you can't. Oh, you mean the ship at all? Yeah, we have all sword and toast. Maybe I should add that to the overlay. So that's like the two spots that we're always at. Maybe beneath the little clock and wind widget and temperature, we'll add like a Terneuzen or Walsorden. I could actually probably develop that so I can toggle it with like a button. I think that would be nice. All right, another idea to work on. Not this week though. They're interestingly stacked, these containers. Like, why is there holes in the middle? Why are they not just filling up the bottom part? Yeah, exactly, AGB. Just what I was thinking as well. Even when I saw it come from a distance, it looked like very weird. I wasn't sure what it was. Yeah, I don't want to do that, but just have a little toggle in between the two locations that we're at. I think that's fine. And then maybe a third option is hiding the location. Yeah, I'll develop something for that. Then also the weather widget that you see the temperature and the wind will be matching with the Walsorden or Terneuzen. Because right now the temperature you see is at Terneuzen. I mean, it's close, right? It's probably going to be a similar temperature. Yeah, that's also true. We could have location be provided like that as well. Yep. Hope I don't forget about it, but I'll at some point I'll add that. Such an interesting stacking of containers, like the sequence of stacks here. Hey, Case. Good evening. Yay, I saw Dutch fella. They still have to do the 180 turn. I saw that she was pointed with her nose upstream. That's probably why she has two tugboats around her. The ship, it's once a week in Basel. Wow. Okay. In German, this kind of ship is called Schussverband. Schussverband. Interesting. We've seen this before, this type of ship, but yeah. I would call it a ship pushing a barge. Because I don't think the front thing has like an engine of its own. But then again, the radar for this ship is on the front there. So I'm guessing they're always connected to each other. It's just a one-piece ship. While we have also, I wanted to make sure that we caught the cruise ship before it gets dark. So that's why we're at Walsorden. And maybe there's another surprise while we're here. But that's a later thing. Isn't like Eiger and Nordwand both two mountains in Switzerland? I think Nordwand is also one of the mountains there. It's really cool. But yeah, interesting stacking. My goodness. Why are they stacking it so tall and then nothing in the middle? They could have made it like 2 layers instead of 3. Very interesting choice there. I'm sure it has a reason, but... Huh. Nordwand is part of the Eiger. Oh, well. Oh, wow, that's very fitting then, because the front part is part of the ship as well. That's cool. Yeah, that's maybe something I was thinking as well. Maybe they drop, but then you would think that they would load it more properly, that all the ones that go further down the river go at the bottom, and then on top I don't know. Probably has a good reason, but yeah. Quite a long boy though, with the whole front section. How long would that be? Does it say on the overlay? Let's go back up. Eiger, 179 meters. I feel like she's longer than that, but maybe. Hey, gentle freak. Some heavy containers that need to be stacked low. Yeah, makes sense. That's a bad word in Spanish, really? It's a very big company. Well, Beluda Lines is a sister company of Beluda Towage. And Beluda Towage does a lot of like towing services, like tugboats, all around Europe. It's in Antwerp, it's in Ghent, it's in Dunkirk, it's in Rotterdam. I know they're in Hamburg. So they're all over Europe. There are 3 ships like this of the same company. Oh, they're LNG powered, these. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Interesting. Thanks for that info, Romano. Cool info. Always eager. See what I did there? Always eager to learn. Right, just level the tripod a bit better. And now we got a bit of a gap. I do see a coaster approaching now. Let's also see if the big one, if there's any action around the big one. No. Let's check the pilot schedule. Maybe it's updated. LIS. Outgoing. She's still on the schedule, which is not a good sign. That would indicate that there's no pilot boarded yet. I would be so bummed if that one doesn't move. I was thinking, oh, it's perfect. A 400-meter ship and a cruise ship. Good lineup. Checking the logs, nothing in the logs. There are 2 Beluda tugs on the move though. Those 2 might actually go to the Hamburg Express, we'll see. Boom, boom. And also nothing in that lock and nothing in that, nope. Pretty quiet. Do I like fishing? No. I don't know why. She's just not vibing with me. I did it a few times with my grandfather when I was a kid. Do you like fishing? There's again people parked there where they are not allowed to park. Oh, yeah, you can just see it through the grass there. You do like it? Okay. I mean, it's not that I don't have the patience to fish. I have the patience to do ship spotting. Which takes you. This is also very slow. So I guess the next one will either be the coaster or the red MSC ship. Where is she? Wait. Wait, where did it? Wait, what? Am I crazy? Oh, there she is. Oh my goodness. But I see that she has such a little arrow on the map. It's like a... Oh, she has no She has no data on AIS. That's interesting. So the overlay is probably gonna flip out on that. Interesting. So we should see a red ship come on the horizon in any moment now. So she should appear from over there somewhere. Grass, please. I'll keep an eye on it. She's gray on Vessel Finder? Really? What? What do you mean? The first photo that I see is red. The second one as well. It's all red photos. Or do you mean this ship? I wonder why there's no data on her. Vessel Finder, the shit that we're about to see. Oh yeah, indeed. The arrow is also. It's because she doesn't have any info. Toast. There's no length. There's no width. So I'm gonna assume that she's not gonna go on the overlay because of that. But maybe we'll see. It just turned blue, really? So that means she's now broadcasting her dimensions. That's interesting. Okay, now she will go on the overlay. 272 meters. Maybe us checking it out on the website triggered an update. Oh yeah, I see her. She's quite big. That's a nice one. Can't show you because she's behind the grass, but she's there. You see behind the grass? Grass, please. You try it. We'll come back to her in a minute. We see the grass in amazing detail. Nice. Should have transitioned into grass spotting. But any green grass, let me know. I got you. There you go, buddy. There you go. Green grass. With a lot of yellow in between, but still, there's still a bit of green left. Isn't that amazing? Memories. I remember when the grass was green. You know what they say, Toast? Grass is always greener on the other side of the North Sea, or the canal. There she is. Ooh, she's quite empty. Oh, why is my camera falling? The heck? Let's maybe move this back a tiny bit then. What is that you talk about, Joro? Rain? I don't remember what that is. So, 272 meters long, 43 meters wide, only 2 years old, so pretty new. Why does she paint it red though? Is she like chartered? Maybe she's chartered and it's not like owned by MSC. That could be a thing. 7,900 TEU capacity, came from Felixstowe. It's a rare one? Nice. But indeed, a red hulled MSC. Something we haven't seen yet. She was named Blue Ocean first. Your neck of the woods. Short little hop across the channel. It's like a shower, but then outside. Huh. Yeah, I can't remember. Only rare. I still have to add the feature to like make a ship manually more rare. It's something that I will add at some point, but just haven't gotten around to it. Because indeed, the red one is rare. But what do we do if they ever repaint her and then she's black? We won't know, and then she'll still be very... Oh, is it my close? No, no. Maybe I can point it down a bit more, maybe. There we go. I think I booped it too much upwards. Okay, I think that's better, right? Hang on, give me a minute. All right, there we go. Peaking pretty badly. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I do have a little graph, but it's limited. Yo. Wait, what I can do just to check. Okay, this is gonna look weird for you guys. Don't freak out. I'm telling you now, don't freak out. We're just gonna try something. See, it's just for my visual so I can see the levels, okay? Don't freak out. Testing. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of peaking there. Testing. There's quite a bit of peak. Yo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's better now. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Go. Cool. Oh wait, the ship has already moved. There we go. We need more cameras now. True. What's for dinner, Uthi? I need to know. You cannot leave before you let us know what you're gonna eat. Thanks, Toast. Yeah, she is, but she still has the tide coming in, so that's probably why she's going fast. She's chartered for sure. MSC have not always case. You have the MSC Turkey. It's like Turkey. Is there another one? The MSC Loretto, also a male name. Oh, it's a microwave dinner. It's less spectacular than I hoped. Shush, EG, shush. Indeed, you're correct. I bought a microwave oven. I'm gonna make food now. You guys know nothing. What is a battery? 85. Okay. It's risotto. Gotcha. God, it's been a while. It's been a while. In theory, I can London if I stay far enough away from them, like high enough above them, but I'm never gonna do that. I'm just trying to be considerate. Oh, that's one of the Messina lines. Oh, there we go. EGB knows more. It was so long since I flew. Is the image frozen? No, it's not. She's just coming towards us. I hope it's not frozen. It just looks like it. I'm always in the sky too early. Look at her turn. She's turning now. Actually, true, Jaro. I fly. Just have like a selfie stick that's 41 meters tall. I'll extend my selfie stick a little bit more. There you go. And my selfie stick is a 7 meters. 67. So also stationary. It's probably because of the zoom lens. She's actually quite close. It's just, in real life, at least. That's just because she's so tall, right? They still sometimes do it like that, Hans. I've seen it recently. I saw a YouTube video where they like mimicked a drone. And everybody thought, whoa, what a crazy drone maneuver they were doing. And then they were actually just using a long pole. No, we don't need epic drone. There's already plenty of epic drone shots in the world. We need like lo-fi music, like. Yeah, for those of you who haven't been here for a long time, this is what we used to do a lot on stream before the Russians made it like scary to fly a drone, because now everybody panics when they see a drone. She's indeed quite empty, for sure. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Why is that at my bottom? Just like quickly see what's underneath me? It's crazy that we're at 70 meters and I'm almost at the same height, I think, as the bridge. Oh, I forgot to record. God damn it. Oh well. Better late than never, I guess. Go to the other camera. She is indeed very empty. So you can also see how wide the shipping lane actually is right now. The red and the green buoy. Oh god, not now, modems. For fuck's sakes. Look at her drifting sideways now. Really cool. Alright. Go back to where we are. Why are there screaming girls in the distance? Hang on. Wait, are you out? Yeah, you're off. Hang on. Tripod, please. Okay, that was fun. It's been a while. Felt a bit rusty in maneuvering around. She had such an angle because she's so empty, right? When a ship is empty, she's always heavier in the back. I assume because that's also where the engine is located. And then of course you want her to be low in the back always, so the propeller is in the water. So we'll do that again if the 400 meter comes through, and we'll also do it again when the cruise ship comes by. Oh, did I miss? I'm sorry. Yeah, so the modems were cocking up at some point. It's fine now. Empty, crisp and clear. Red colored MSC emotes for this one ship. How high can we go? We can go up to 100 meters legally. That's the flight limit. Cool shot, cool. There's a green island. Well, there's a lot of water in the river, so it's not dry there. Can log in to collect. Should be working. Cruise when? Let's see where she's at right now. So there is a river cruise inbound as well, but there is always also a proper sea cruise. She is currently doing the 180 maneuver in Antwerp, so I still think another 2 hours from now, actually. Might be between 8 and 9 by the time she's here. Yeah, I do toast. I can always... I need to know how high I am, because I'm only allowed to go 100 meters, so I need to know where I am. But yeah, I know how far it is from where I'm sitting, and I know how high it is. That's the two primary telemetries that I have. Hey, Chef Dave. Hoi.
Heel mooi beeld.
Such a maneuver it is doing right now in Antwerp, the cruise ship. So that was the screaming we were hearing, whole family with kids. I checked fire in case some Apaches and freedom made it awkward. I would be very disturbed if the Apaches were flying at less than 100 meters. That would be really wild. The Eleni K going to Sevilla in Spain.
Zeg, ik heb eens een klein vraagje. Hè?
Ja?
Mijn schoonbroer die was laatst ook eens met de tolsales hier op de Schelde met zijn droontje aan het vliegen.
Ja?
Mag dat eigenlijk zo?
Ja.
Of moet daarvoor geautoriseerd zijn?
Je moet wel vergunning hebben. En gewoon een drone. Maar
ja,
overal waar...
heel professioneel uit, dus had het eens even
Ja,
gedaan,
waar dat je ook een drone vliegt, moet je een drone licentie hebben.
test hebben, zeg
Ja,
maar.
ja. Dat is een examen dat je online moet doen. En dan,
Oké. Ja. Maar je mag eigenlijk gewoon wel gewoon...
Je mag over het water. Er zijn wel bepaalde zones waar je niet mag vliegen, maar er zijn kaarten voor waar wel, waar niet. Het mag wel hier, dus ja.
Oké, nou dan weten we dat weer. Dankjewel hè.
Yes.
Hey, goedendag man.
His brother also was flying a small drone over the river. He was wondering if it was even legal. If he has a license, a drone pilot license. No, he wasn't checking me. It was more like curious because his brother was doing it with like a little toy drone, I assume. But yeah, everywhere in Europe, the European zone, you need a license. The cool thing though is that your license that you acquire in your own country is valid across all of Europe, so I can fly anywhere in Europe. Surprised it's allowed here. So at some point they actually forbid it, but for a really weird reason. They turned the whole river, this river we're looking at right now with these massive cargo ships, turned it into a Nature 2000 zone. So it's like a protected nature area basically. And then by default, it's not allowed to fly a drone over that area. But there was so much complaints about it that they did an exception for drones and some other stuff as well that is now allowed here. It is, however, not allowed in certain areas on the river where they are breeding zones for seals. There are also breeding zones for birds. You're not allowed to fly there. Correct, Michael. That's Doel. Right over there, that's Doel. But a lot of people don't know that it's actually allowed because they just assume, oh, it's Nature 2000, it's a no-no. But it's a bit more complicated. The thing is, actually, in my drone bag, I have a big paper of the document that, like, a legal document from the legislators here that specifies that drones are allowed. If there's ever discussion with some authorities, I could just whip out the paper and show them. Yeah, the whole port of Antwerp is actually an absolute no-fly zone, Michael. Unless, of course, you get permits. Because you're still going to get permits in the no-fly zones to fly a drone. But then you have to, you basically have to register a flight plan. Just like you would do on, like, an airplane. You have to register a flight plan for your drone. It's really crazy. And then they approve it, and then you're allowed to fly in the no-fly zone. I do, however, I was thinking about it while driving here. At some point, I think drone flying will become illegal. All of it. By default.
Oh, ja.
Hoi.
Hier is lekker zeg.
Ja.
Oh, hier.
with all the warfare stuff that's now done with drones. I think at some point they will be like, drones are outright banned and you need an exception to fly it anywhere. That's what I expect that will happen. You need the rule here is if it's over 249, so from 250 grams and more, you need a license, or if it contains any type of camera, you need a license no matter what weight it is. So basically, I don't know a single drone, I don't know why you would have a drone without a camera. So basically every drone you need a license. You need to register your drone as well. On my drone, there's a sticker with a unique number that links back to me as well. So if I crash on a ship, they can find me, stuff like that. Marina has made the turn. There you go. Yeah, exactly. What's the point of a drone without a camera? Exactly. Yeah, that's why I think beep 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 that they will outright ban it at some point in the future. Everywhere. And you will have to, by default, file a flight plan or an exception if you want to fly. So it will basically make it impossible for regular hobbyists to fly. I think that is where we're going at some point. But we'll see. Maybe I'm a bit too doomer on that topic. Yeah, that will be the thing, right? If you're a professional with a company, then you can probably easily get a permit to do it. But like someone like me just sitting by the river, I will never get a permit then. Yeah, one at Aldi. Honestly, I would never trust one of those cheap drones to fly over the river here. That's just crazy. Like mine has a lot of safety features built in. It has collision detection, but it also has a return to home. If it ever loses complete signal, it should just return to 20 meters above my head, so I don't lose it. Fishing drones, never heard of that. They take your fishing line out to sea and drop it in the water. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know that existed. That's some next level fishing right there. Don't you still need like a camera to like see where you're dropping it? I don't know, I think it's weird flying a drone without a camera. Is the 400 meter ship moving already? That is the big question here. Let's see. Let's pause. Ah, good news. There's 2 tugboats around the 400 meter ship, so we'll be able to catch it. Beach fishing? Yeah, who needs it? There was a guy standing in waders fishing earlier. Just put on waders and go into the water. Maybe that could also be an option, Lind, indeed, like a proper license. But it's already quite a training that I had to do. I think it took me like 8 hours to go through all the training materials and do the exam. But there's no practical exam. There's another, so there's types of licenses. I have 1 and 3, but there's also type 2, and that one does require a practical test as well. I don't have to, but it's recommended. It even said to like, wear a t-shirt where you're saying I'm flying, don't bother me or something, or like pilot, or and then also the course materials say like put a high-vis helipad on the ground so you know where to land. And put cones around it, exactly. But that's all recommended, it's not mandatory. Flares, no, flares is not needed. You're never allowed to fly a drone after dark. Again, unless you get an exception and stuff like that, because they do it at like music festivals. Professional camera companies do it. But me, I'm not allowed to fly after dark. And then you always need to keep visual line of sight, as they call it, VLOS. So I should always be able to see my drone. I can go around corners. Right, let's look at the 400-meter one. It is moving. It's just fun. It's still far away, but it is fun that we see it docked there, and now it's moving away from the dock. So she is coming as well. Not even my own backyard. Nope, I need to keep a visual line of sight. Did you know that I'm allowed to fly over other people's gardens and just do that? I just cannot publish recordings from it. Something like that. But I'm allowed to just fly over my neighbor's gardens. That's pretty fucked up. Keeping in mind the distance rules, of course. Staying away from an object. Right. It's maybe one of the gas and then a number tankers in front of it with the red and white livery. Should be allowed to shoot them down above your garden? Nope. The airspace above your house is not yours. That's public property. So it's not because you own a land that you also own the airspace above it. There's not like a big column of air shooting into the sky that is yours. Lost connection to Twitch. Join Twitch. Okay. Can't see a bird to take it out. I've had it once that a bird was angry at my drone. That was off stream. One of the first flights that I was doing above the river here, actually very close to where we are right now. And there was one bird very upset and it was doing like flybys by my drone. It wasn't hitting it, luckily, but it was doing like, you know, like buzzing the tower. I was basically doing that thing with my drone. I quickly went back to shore with the drone. Because imagine if it was actually going to hit the drone and then the drone fell in the water. That would have been a sad, sad day. Hey, 65er. Launching a Falcon 9 from my backyard, why not? You still need clearance. You can only launch your Falcon 9 100 meters, Gentle Freak. Anything higher, you need a flight plan. The airspace over some Disney parks have some weird exemption. Exemption to what? You're not allowed to fly there? I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to. Also with drone licenses, type 1 and type 3, the ones that I have, you're not allowed to fly over big crowds. That is a type 2. I guess you are, Monkey. But I think your Falcon 9 is already taller than 99 meters. How tall is a Falcon 9? I feel like it's bigger than 100 meters. Hey, Hans Philip, welcome. So, if you're just joining, we were talking about drones because we just did a little drone flying on stream for the first time in, I think it's almost a year now that we last flew it. No, it's just under a year, I think. I'll still fly the drone when this 400-meter ship that we're looking at is coming towards us, and also when the cruise ship is here. In between there should also be a river cruise. I actually see it on the horizon already, coming by. Magic Inn is a complete no-fly. There's a lot of no-fly zones in the Netherlands and in Belgium as well. A lot. There's an interesting no-fly zone in Belgium that only gets activated when there's VIPs. So when there's like a big NATO summit in Brussels or stuff like that, then almost the whole country of Belgium is a no-fly zone. So I cannot fly 10 meters in the sky in my backyard because in Brussels Donald Trump is arriving or something like that, which is crazy. Falcon 9 is 70 meters. Okay, so you can launch it 30 meters in the air and then explode it. But yeah, that's just a ridiculous no-fly zone. And I see another river cruise. Is that one coming towards us as well? Let me check real quick. Yes, that one is also coming. Nice. 2 river cruises. And 1 sea cruise. Not to fly in the royal residence. Yeah, but those are very skilled pilots. Let me show you guys the river cruise that is on approach. So that is the Scheldt River dredge, probably. That's dredging, but there she is. It is our first river cruise. AK2. Maybe we do want to capture like a little river cruise with the drone, although it feels a bit silly to do it with the drone. Yeah, maybe I will. The only thing I'm worried about is the HDMI mixer that I'm using to broadcast the drone. The battery might be an issue. We'll see. We're at 70% now. I hear a plane above me. It's another flying thing. It is sad that there's a lot of rules here around drones, because I am curious how far I could fly my drone, what the range actually is. Because in theory, I think I can fly like 6 kilometers away, or even more. What was that? It was like a video in the US. I think the guy flew like 10 plus kilometers from where he lives with the drone. Absolutely insane. And then he flew back. All on one battery. It's 2 airlines. Okay. I was landing in Rotterdam. That's why it was going over. I didn't see it, but it sounded like it was low. Looks like the dredge is completely empty. And I think in a little bit there she'll start dredging, because I saw her earlier there as well. Get some water going here. Bottle. There's my bottle. Oh yeah, I saw that video of Everest with a drone. That looked absolutely crazy. But those are like heavily modified drones as well. They have like special antennas for range and stuff. It does, Lint, it does. It has a lot of safety features. But it does have the return to home. Also, when I lose connection with the remote for too long, it will also return to home by itself. But yeah, all of that shenanigans would be illegal in Europe, flying so far with a drone. Because you always need visual line of sight. Wait in front of the dredge. It's like a very stump bulb, these dredges. Meanwhile, the 400-meter ultra-large container ship is moving towards us. I see it go forward now. So she'll be here in, I don't know, half an hour? Something like that. It's so cool to see the dredge next to the river cruise. That's a fun shot. We cycled past her, Sulzi. She's at the Demi headquarters. I think she's getting maintenance there. But she's there. She was a dock there. I saw her. Yeah, to the left, 65er. That's a river cruise. And there will be another one going the other way, going to Ghent. The weather is making such a relaxing noise right now. We should be close to high tide now, right? We're just past it. Oh, high tide was already 43 minutes ago. There we go. Yeah, if you're new to the stream and you like what we do here, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and like. It all helps the channel grow. So hopefully we can do more fun stuff like this in the future. So we reached Antwerp, Hans, which was enjoyable. But the next day my knees were too painful to do the other side, so I cycled back home from Antwerp directly. So we'll still do the other side of the river, but probably next year. It's going to be a 2027 thing. We still have the other side of the river to explore then. But the trip home I didn't stream. It was just pure suffering, basically. Because every rotation that I did on the bike hurt. So I put my e-bike on max assist and it brought me home. How long did I cycle from Antwerp to my house? I think about two-ish hours, two and a half probably. But yeah, 108 kilometers with those knees were not an option. Looks like the dredge is gonna come in actually. It's interesting. I thought she was gonna keep dredging on. It does look like she's coming towards us. Yeah, it's just my knees are not used to it. I think if I would be doing it more regularly, my knees would get used to rotating that much. But yeah, indeed. It's a lot of rotations. Oh yeah, there's a Slovakia flag on the cruise ship. For those of you who are playing the ship card game, that might be a flag to unlock for you guys. Definitely not a flag we often see, Slovakia. Those of you who are here are in luck. Hey, Big Barry. Everybody's racing to the card collecting game. You can see the big dredge arm hanging over there. Gummy bears. I mean, I could have taken painkillers and messed up my knees even more if I really wanted to, but that wasn't worth it for me. You what, the ship card game? I feel like it's good. Ship cards. Gotta catch them all. Shippy cards. Wonder if we're gonna see her lower the suction pipe on the right there, because she's definitely still hanging out, so I do think she's planning on dredging at some point here. Saddle a bit too low. That's possible, yeah. Oh, there she goes. She's turning. Ooh, ooh. Camera, please. Slightly, yeah, it's better. The Kaparud, that's a good photo bomb right there. So if you look at this angle, it looks like she's going after the the cruise ship. Overlight it a little bit. Oh, I think the hose is lowering. Or am I just... Yeah, look at that. So that big suction arm is dropping into the water now. So that's where she's vacuuming. There she goes. God, the views you get in this spot is always like phenomenal. Really, really nice. Dude, I'm cold. Let's put on the hoodie. Yes, we are at Walsford now. Correct. It's to maintain a Kirby, keep everything deep enough. fuck's sakes, not again! Yeah, I'm recording. Dude, she's speedy. Look at her go. That's some good speed on her. Smile and wave. Oh, the bridge is in the front on this one. Sometimes the bridge is like all the way on the top there. Going faster than it. Shit, speeding away from us though. That was nice. Alright, sorry about that. Where were we? Not too many people on it though. Very quiet ship. How long are these river cruises? Somewhere between 1 week to sometimes even 3 weeks I've seen them. It all depends. Yeah, they do go all over Europe, for sure. Although these river cruises are heavily dependent on the water levels, so often it happens that these river cruises have to like change their itinerary as they're going. In summer, especially when the water is not deep enough in certain parts of Europe for the rivers. So that does happen. This is the YM Saturn. It's happening right now all over Europe, honestly. I saw some the Waal in the Netherlands is also extremely low. There's like whole little harbor areas where the ships are just laying in the sand now because there's no more water left. So yeah. All right, the White Saturn, 148 meters long, going to Amsterdam. Going to Amsterdam the 20th of August. Ooh, we got another of these little X-bow ships where the whole superstructure is in the front. See it later. A few weeks ago, a Dutch cruise ship ran aground in your city, blocking the whole route. Yeah, exactly. It happens. That being said, there's like an extreme drought right now going on. It's crazy. Why do you keep having these dips, though? It's so weird. I wonder if it's almost like we're being throttled. Hey, Carmack, indeed they are. She's waving the red flag, which indicates that she's carrying a dangerous cargo, even though she's completely empty. Could be remaining gases or something that are inside of her. Probably snakes. Venomous snakes. In a tanker. You just pump them out through tubes. I hate snakes. Very sharp bow there. Hey, Shu. Yeah, look at that bow design on that one. It's like almost a curvature. Really cool. Why is the connection constantly dipping? What the heck, dude? Is it because maybe the mic receiver is right next to it? Let me see if that... I'm gonna move that one away. See if that is a... Yeah, it's almost like there's a dent in it. That's a good way to call it. Okay, let's see if that helps the little dips. It's really odd. So one of the two modems just dips to nothing every once in a while. She's overtaking the inland ship. Look at that. From this angle, she looks normal. Barely in the water. Yeah, she is indeed very high in the water. That's why it's funky that she's still waving the red flag. So that, I think it's really like leftover gases that are probably in the system, which are dangerous. Look at that thing that's coming. That looks interesting as well. Another one of these ships with a superstructure in the front right there. Aramis. She was going a bit wide, probably to go around the dredge. The MSC Hamburg, I don't think we'll see that one, Kirby. The Express Hamburg, probably 20 minutes. And the next river cruise ship, probably 5 minutes. Basically, after this one, we'll have the river cruise ship, and after that one, we should almost have the 400-meter ship. You want ice cream? Quick, quick, quick. How's the cruise ship doing? Let's check that, actually, because that one comes from a lot further than the other ships. Where are you? Is that her? Yeah, some good progress. 9 knots right now. When I'm taking you on a river cruise. If we reach 500,000 subs on YouTube, Demon Days, then we'll go on a river cruise together with the stream. That's the number you're aiming for, 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Legit subscribers. No need to buy me subs. What was the other promise? So at 1 million, I will rent a whole event boat and we'll sail the river with all subscribers. That's the promise at 1 million. I also made a promise at 100,000 subscribers, but I forgot what that one was. And then there's also the promise if somebody donates 4,000 euros, we will go on a sea cruise to Scandinavia. So a lot of promises, but it's up for you guys to do your end first of the deal. Tugboat? No. This is a general cargo ship. Also, I feel like I don't have the age for a river cruise. You have to be at least 10 years past the official retirement age to go on that. We go on a tugboat at 100,000? No, I don't think that was a promise. Yeah, I really don't remember what we had at 100K. Look at that. Somebody should have clipped it or written it down. I can't remember either. Well, if nobody remembers, then I did no promises. There's no proof. something up. I mean, let's be honest. If we're talking about 1,500,000 and 100,000, we'll never get there. Not in my lifespan, at least. That was it, Scythe. We'll join the TikTok guy at 100,000. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna assume that she's sailing under the Dutch flag. She literally has the Dutch color scheme. Oh no, she's sailing under Portuguese flag. Like the blue, white, and then the red top. It's very Dutch flag. I gotta say, the Berlin Express is not that stacked. Yeah, I moved a little bit, Johnny. I'm sorry. I felt like it was a little bit too low. The mic should be at my chest hole, but it was lower. What, subs? I'm not thinking a ship for subs, Mr. No. I feel like we've seen a similar ship to this one. We haven't seen this one before, have we? No. No, it's a Dutch flag. It's called the flag of courtesy. It's the flag of the country they're sailing in. So that one will go on top, and then the flag at the back of the ship is the flag of registration. So we should see a Portuguese flag there. I'm not sure if they have it. Maybe it's hanging off the side there. Let's see if we can spot it. Let's first look at her. Look at that. Oh yeah, the Portuguese flag is in the back. There it is. Meanwhile, the other cruise ship is also here. The Spirit of the Rhine. Good looking one, actually. I like this one. Looks a lot fancier than the other one. Swiss flag, if you don't have it yet. This might be your chance. And then if I pan a little bit ahead of her, there she is. That's the ultra-large container ship, 400 meters. No worries, Toast. No worries. I like the yellow line that she has going there. Looks very classy. Her livery does remind me a little bit of Ryanair colors, though. The yellow, the blue, and then white. Could be Ryanair. Also, it's so empty. I guess they're all eating. Maybe it's lunch. Let's see. Are they all eating? Is it like a dinner? Not really. There's a few people. Yeah, I think the dinner area is downstairs. The upstairs is probably the bar area. So as you can see, the average age on this ship is again 10 years past the retirement age. Not a single speck of black or brown hair left on this ship. It's all bald and gray. Look how long she is. Too hot to deck? I think it's perfect now, the temperature. Why is it so long? Because it's a cruise ship. You need rooms for all the elderly to sleep. So the other cruise ship that we saw had the cabin in the front. This has the steering cabin up top there. So that's where they're steering the ship from. Oh, look at that, 190 packs. So there can be 190 people on board. Yes, this is a river ship. So we still have the sea cruise ship inbound. Let's first do the tanker, and then I think we can pivot to the... Oh, we're still on the optic digital zoom. And then we can pivot to the 400-meter ultra-large container ship. Biggest one we'll see today, because they don't get much bigger than that. Oh, they don't get bigger than that. You just discovered the card system, Toomba. Time to start catching up on everyone. Although there's some very fanatic players at this point, so you might need some patience to catch up. But yeah, if you don't know yet, we have a little game accompanying our live streams. You can basically collect cards, ship cards of the ships that we see on the stream. Exclamation mark collect in Twitch chat if you want to play, or it's also in the YouTube video description, the link to how to play the game. You can collect ships, but you can also get achievements and collect the flags of the ships and so on. It's like giant steel floating Pokemon, Toast says. There we go. Can we even use that term? I feel like that might be a copyright issue if we call it that. Best game on Kick. If only Kick thought about it that way. I stopped even mentioning Kick in my sellout speeches because it has no use. I really I really get no follows on Kick. It is interesting that the leader in the ship card game is a Kick viewer. I mean, Twitch, I will become very good at generating images of ships, I guess. Stealing all my content, not paying me a single dime for it. She's noisy, like a very heavy hum to her. It's very humid now, I feel like. You guys hear the hum over the mic? My goodness. It must be so annoying to be on board of that. Probably, Mr. No. Especially on the big one that we're about to see. My goodness, that hum. Well, see, you should have said that happens when you get alive. Oh, the home port of this one is Cardiff. So this is under the UK flag then. Oh. She came from Saltend in the UK. Missed that. That's what I said. There she is. This will be a legendary card, as we were just talking about the card game. This will for sure be a legendary card. Get her on the overlay so you guys can collect it. Hamburg Express, 400 meters long, 61 meters wide, a capacity of 23,664 20-foot containers. Currently going to Thames in the UK. She is 2 years old. And she is also LNG powered. Yeah, it indeed has a very narrow bridge, this one. At least the indoor part has, of course, it has the bridge wings to do the navigating, the docking in port and things like that. Luckily, that was not true, Sul. I would have been so sad if like the viewership dropped to like 100. You're just here for the game, not for a stream. That's how you learn about it. Everybody was being sad about some weird car. And now you'll also be sad next time that it's broken. Wait, oh, we don't have the link anymore? Should I make it back a command? I was trying to see where it classifies as the largest ships. I should do largest container ships. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ooh, 11, ooh, 12. The 13th biggest ship in the world. Ahoy, Jürgen, welcome. We'll take a look at her up close in a little bit. She's a bit closer. Look how she dwarfs the other ship that we just saw earlier. That is basically how it works, Mr. No. The biggest ship usually has a priority. A whole other boat. The closest, I think actually while we were cycling last week, I stood almost next to one. How far was it from me? Like 20 meters, 30 meters? I was really flabbergasted by the size. Once you're standing next to it, it's like your mind cannot comprehend that this thing is moving. Because you do lose all sense of scale. Once they're out in the open water, you lose all sense of scale. It's about to turn in. It's a bit icky to fly right now. There's some other ships coming from the other side, and I do not want to fly above a ship. It's a bit iffy. Maybe we can go a little bit further to the right there. Let's try. Yeah. Can birds even fly above it? No, impossible. It's too tall for that. Look at the wave she creates. Absolutely crazy. No, I'm recording. Don't worry. These ships never fully load or unload unless they have to go into dry dock. That's the only time they fully unload. They will just load and unload what's needed in this port and then take on board what's for the next few destinations. Let's go a little bit wider here. Wow, what a good timing for a raid, buddy. Welcome, raiders. I'm not reading the chat too much as I'm flying the drone, trying to be safe. As we are flying above a river right now. But you are watching a 400-meter ultra-large container ship, the Berlin Express. And it's actually funny. It's the Hamburg Express. What am I talking about? Look at that. We got the Hamburg Express. Also a smaller container ship coming by here as well. The timing. Sorry, I'm not reading chat too much if I'm missing stuff, but focusing on flying. I'm not sure where she's going, the Berlin Express. I don't think the Hamburg. Why do I keep saying Berlin Express? The Hamburg Express. Look at that back wall of containers. That's really cool. Dude, that back wall looks crazy. And off she goes. She's quite high in the water actually, if you look at it at this angle. Oh, that's too far. Oh, not landing in the grass. Ah! Hang on. Get this and this. There we go. All right. Grab the drone before some bicycle drives over it. That would be a sad situation. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was some good footage, I think. At some point we'll make another drone compilation if we keep flying the drone a bit more. It's incredible how the back wall is like completely stacked to the max. Really cool to see. So yeah, buddy, thank you for the raid. Was a bit focused on flying. It's always nerve-wracking when you're flying over the water. You don't want to mess it up. Welcome, readers. Welcome to the Westerschelde River in the Netherlands, where we also do ship spotting, of course. Yeah, just had the Hamburg Express. Couldn't time it more perfectly, the raid. We do, however, still have one more cruise ship. That one is still on its way here. I think it might be another half an hour, hour-ish. I think an hour probably. Until she's in front of us, might be around 9. It's called the Seven Seas Mariner. Let me see on radar where she is now. She was making good progress. Yeah, she's just past the nuclear power plant now. So that's like another 45 minutes probably till she's here. How close can I legally fly? So the rules are basically you have to keep the same distance from a building or a big object like a ship as you have height. So imagine if I'm flying 20 meters high, then I need to stay 20 meters away from the ship in a lateral as well. But I'm never getting anywhere close to them. I don't want to risk anything like that. I'm always flying outside of the shipping lane, in case you're wondering. So I'm never above any ships. But I've seen people fly drones here on the river that actually fly above them as well, which I personally find a little bit dangerous. Like, I would never do it, but everybody has to do what they want to do. Is it like fixed 50 meters in the UK? Interesting. Here it's more dynamic as far as I know. Oh, I see the cruise ship on the horizon. Nice. So I will be flying the drone again once the cruise ship is here. Land on it. That would be really bad. It's like one we had somebody in our chat last year that was telling a story about them working on a ship, and they were flying their drone from the ship.
Hello.
Hi. But they forgot one thing. They forgot that the return to home point was where the ship was the moment the drone took off. Of course, the ship was moving. So at some point, the drone did a return to home maneuver, and yeah, of course, it went into the sea. So yeah. Whoops. Why is my camera tilting by itself, or panning by itself at least? Lock it in place. I like how she's going straight away from us, almost perfectly aligned with the shot. No, there's no aerodynamic thing involved. So how the loading and unloading happens, it's a whole scheme, because there's a lot of things to take into account. There is, first of all, where a container has to go will determine where it's placed, because in each port they load and unload a certain set of containers. They never unload everything. But then there's also the content of a container. That's very important on where a container is placed. For example, if you have a very flammable container, you don't want to place that next to a container with batteries, for example. If there's a container with explosives, you also don't want to put that next to something that's very flammable, stuff like that. So there's a lot of rules and regulations involving that. But the fact that the back row is now so steep, it's rare actually that we see the back row that tall. I'm pretty sure that at some point in Europe still she will unload that back row. So how these ships work, if you're new to it, they will do a few big ports in Europe. So this one will probably do Antwerp, Hamburg. It's going to the UK now, Thames. Maybe Le Havre or Rotterdam. She'll load and unload. And then she'll do a long distance trip all the way to Asia. And she'll do the same there, a few stops in China, Singapore, maybe Korea or Japan. And then back to Europe. And that's how they rotate between two continents most of the time. Oh, look at that turning. That's beautiful. Yes, it's a giant IRL puzzle. Exactly. Oh, and now the sun is hitting her. Can we change the color a little bit? Get a bit more moody? Yeah, like that. Looks nice. I'll show you guys the container ship on the horizon in a few minutes here. Just watch the Berlin Express sail away from us. What a job being a captain or crew on these ones. I mean, there's pros and cons, right? Working on a ship like this, you get to see, well, from what I've heard from people working on these things, like you don't get to see much of the world. You're always in a port, and then you're back on out at sea. And usually a port is nowhere near the city center of the places you go to, so it's not that interesting. Then of course you'll be away from your home, your family, for weeks, even I would even say months on these types of ships. So trade-offs. A ship like this would typically have about 20 to 30 people working on it. Keep in mind, this is as big as they get. 400 meter, 61 meters wide. Don't get any bigger than this. The only difference is the capacity. She is the 13th biggest in the world for capacity. So there's 12 other types with exactly the same dimensions, but they are a little bit bigger for capacity. But yeah, what is it? 23,600 and something TEUs. That's huge. A TEU is a 20-foot container. All right, let's check out the cruise ship in the distance as well. But you cannot miss her. That white speck on the horizon. There she is. And her sister ship is gonna come in tomorrow and leave on Wednesday. And I want to try to catch her going out on Wednesday, the sister ship of this one. So not the biggest cruise ship in the world, but the cruise port in Antwerp cannot get anything bigger than this, basically. Reason being is they need to make a 180-degree turn in Antwerp, and they literally dock at the city center. So there's no like docks or room to make the U-turn or the 180-degree turn. Yeah, let's wait toast. That's all good. I looked it up earlier, Solzy. Is it still open? No, I don't have it open anymore. It's also the Seven Seas. This is the Mariner, right? I think it's Seven Seas Voyager is the other one that we'll see potentially on Wednesday. In terms of streaming, by the way, for the regulars, probably no stream tomorrow. There is a chance, but probably not. And then we'll be back on Wednesday for its sister ship. This one is still quite far away, as you can see. That's how far away she is. Let's maybe watch the Hamburg Express leave. Where's the cruise headed to? Not sure where she's going. Let's see. You can check on radar. She actually just passed the river cruise that we saw earlier. Amsterdam right now. Her next stop is Amsterdam. She, in theory, will arrive in Amsterdam at 4:45 a.m. tonight. So they'll have a nice day in Amsterdam tomorrow, people on the cruise. That being said, Amsterdam is probably still quite far away from the city center. She's probably gonna stop at IJmuiden, if I have to guess. It's crazy how she even draws the dredge that's there. Looks small compared to this one. It was banning, did they? Didn't read on anything about that. But a lot of the bigger cruise ships in Amsterdam are not really near Amsterdam. Like, for example, if you go to Rotterdam on a big cruise ship, you're literally in the city center where you're docking. In Amsterdam, it's like a bus ride away. We're about to lose her in the grass here. All right, a bit of a gap now in traffic. I don't think Rotterdam is banning cruise ships anytime soon. They build like massive infrastructure around it. One day I'll do a big cruise, a river cruise one day. Ooh, is that a river drone ship that is coming towards us? Yeah, I think that's a river drone. So it's a river inland ship. And it's called the river drone because apparently it has all the functionality to be steered remotely. They're not doing it, but apparently the ships are able to be controlled remotely. Yeah, it's River Drone 6. Also looks like she's carrying a lot of reefers, refrigerated containers. Captain Home Office. Oh, imagine. You can like sail the boat from your laptop while you're sitting outside in your garden. First time today. We've seen other river drones though, but maybe the 6 is the first time. It's also very unusual because the bridge is in the front of the ship. Usually on these inland ships, it's in the back. So pretty unusual. Doesn't look like there's much traffic between the cruise ship and us right now. See if there's anything else gonna come from behind the corner there. Nope. We got one more Odfjell tanker coming, but that's about it. So yeah, a bit of a wait for the cruise ship to come here. Are there 10 of these? Possibly. There's a few of them. I don't know how many there are exactly. So I think this specific company just calls them river drone, but maybe this type of ship is already a lot more in places. Because one of the advantages of having the bridge in the front is that if she's loaded like this, there's no need for an extensible telescopic bridge. If for a regular river ship, the bridge is in the back and then the bridge where the captain is sitting in rises above the containers like a big telescope sticking out. We saw a few of those in the beginning of the stream. There's 10 according to Vessel Finder. Okay, cool. How many have we spotted? That is a good question. She's pretty high in the water for being this loaded. Yeah, true. Could be empty containers that she's ferrying around. Although I think these river drones don't go that deep in the water. We've already spotted 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wow, we're almost having the full collection there. Yeah, we spotted 6 of them. Nice. So we only need 4 more to complete our collection. think she's ferrying for Hapag-Lloyd. I'm just making a guess here. Like you need an achievement. I think that would be a hard one to do. So each ship is equipped with a comprehensive sensor suite, 13 cameras including night vision and infrared, 5 lidars, several microphones and 2 radar antennas, along with 4G/5G connection and VHF connectivity. All this data is transmitted in real time to the operator on shore, who receives the same situational picture as if they were on board, including radar, echo sounder, rudder indicator, AIS, electronic charter plotter, oh yeah, the ECDIS, and compass. That's crazy. Thanks for that info, Num. That's really cool. So this is actually like really a state-of-the-art ship. Unfortunately, there's still a person on board right now, steering it. But yeah, definitely a state-of-the-art ship then. I'm just looking at the front end, seeing where are there like sensors or like stuff that you can see. There's sensors on there. I guess a little thing in the front is probably a camera then. Like, hang on, let's do some digital zoom. Yeah, that's definitely a camera right there in the front. And then I assume there's LiDAR. I think that hanging thing might be a LiDAR sensor. That's really cool. Imagine passing by another aware of this and wave at the crew. It would be messed up. And I also assume that if you want to dock this, you still need to have a person on board, because that's like one of the most delicate operations. The steering cabin even. I do wonder if at some point they will actually like decide to make it fully remote. Oh, got some bitrate struggles again. By the way, I see that we've been live for almost 3 hours. If you're new to the channel and you like the stuff we do here, don't forget to drop a follow. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on the YouTubes, you can subscribe and like. It all helps the channel grow, so hopefully we can do more fun stuff like this. Oh, we lost one of the modems, that's why. Hang on, let's first check out on the back here. And I'll check what happened to the modem. Also, let's check the battery, 50. Okay, we're good on that. Hi. Looks like that's, oh yeah, there's so much sensors on there. Look at that. That's so much stuff. And I think this pole is like telescopic as well. Can probably extend if there's more range needed. All right, let's see what happens to this one. Probably the battery is empty. Yep, battery is empty. Wow, that was fast. How? 2 hours and 53 minutes? The heck? All right, charging the second phone. Meanwhile, you see the cruise ship inbound. I would argue the main issue with this thing is like, what are you gonna do if there's like a technical issue with the engine, with the steering, whatever, a technical issue, and there's nobody on board? Isn't that like a massive, massive risk? And will you ever be able to like find a solution for that? Because a ship is not like an airplane. I do feel like on a ship stuff breaks a bit more often than on an airplane. Read the manual. All right, let's go to settings, hotspot, toggle this, and then scan. No one needs to be on board just in case a person can chill until they're needed. But why can't they then also steer the ship while they're at it? Why pay 2 people? Financially, it doesn't make sense then. Good evening, Louvre. Amazon has chosen B-Post for delivery of your parcel. What has the missus ordered now? Damn it, she's ordering stuff again. I'm not home. They probably fail safes. Yeah, but a ship like this in between other ships, and there's an engine failure. Let's assume an engine failure. There's nobody on board to do anything. If it wouldn't have any people on board, that is. I think that's the thing with like, especially ships on the river here. There's a lot of other traffic around you. If you look at drones, so in the sky, like autonomous planes, there's a lot less traffic around you, right? The other ships, imagine if all the ships become like drones, like the 400-meter ship we just saw, just completely autonomous. It's like self-driving cars. But that's the thing with self-driving cars, there's still persons in the car, right? Or persons, people in the car. All right. I was wondering, I've been looking at it all day. I don't know what it is, so now I'm gonna check it out. Looks like they're building something there. It's like a big mobile crane erected in the distance. Oh, it's another windmill, wind turbine. All right, she's getting closer. There she is. She's actually sailing on the land now. She's in the grass. I'm gonna try something with the mic. Let me know if you cannot hear me anymore properly. I'm curious if this will work. There we go. That should work. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. No, it would strand Bowser. This is way too heavy. It weighs way too much. Thank you, Jan. Welcome to the stream. Works fine. Good, good, good. All right, we'll see her in a little bit. She still has to come all the way back there, and then we'll see her. She will be our final ship of the day as well. Our finale. The Titan. See, this is a difference. So here the bridge is in the back, and as she goes past, you'll see that her bridge is extended upwards a little bit. Ship is going to a railway bridge in France. He's got them brought his car for him to drive home. The main reason why they do this, well, there's two reasons. One of that, so usually they'll do a shift of like 2-3 weeks. So that means they have to do groceries at some point. So then it's convenient to have a car to drive to a grocery store from wherever they are docked. Second reason, once their shift ends in about 2 or 3 weeks, they might be in a completely different location than where they got on the ship. So they have to be able to get home conveniently. So that's why they'll bring their car. Third possible option is that they're an owner-operator. They own their own ship. And in that case, basically it's their house. So it's on their driveway if they bring the ship. Car on ship command? Nah, it's fine. I'll explain it. We can do exclamation mark my car. And then exclamation mark car. Exclamation mark ship on car. Powered by a car engine. Yeah, can't you see the black smoke coming off the car? Look at that. Look at that black plume. That's all from the exhaust of the car. Look at that heat dissipation though of the exhaust. She's giving her. Wrong direction. Hi. The car window is open? No, it's not. It just has tinted windows in the back. It's for dogging. Also, where's the flag? They lost their flag. That's an empty flagpole right there. It's a flagless ship. It's one of the Russian Shadow Fleet. Look at that. No flag on the pole. All right, nothing except the cruise ship right now. Very quiet now on the river. It's a fully transparent flag. That's if you ever hear in the news the Russian Shadow Fleet. That's how they do it, right? They are not registered in any country, that ship, and they just hoist a fake flag actually. So no flag is also not really a thing. They hoist a fake flag usually. So now we have to wait until she is here. It's going to be yes, 20 more minutes. She's in front of us. Maybe 15 if we're lucky. was just thinking about the raid that Hamburg Haven Live did. Could you have timed the raid more perfectly? We were flying the drone, making cool footage. We were looking at an ultra-large container ship, as big as they get, and it was called the Hamburg Express. Can't make it up. Is that another ship behind her? With the blue hull. That one is going away from us. That one will actually make a turn towards the right any minute now, and then go towards Antwerp. So we saw that one earlier. I think that might have been the one that crossed while we were maybe while the Berlin Express was going by. But why do I keep saying Berlin? Hamburg Express. Jesus. It's so silly. I don't know why I do know that the Berlin Express was in port a few days ago. I tried to catch it going out, but it didn't work out, I think. That's maybe why. Is it overlay time? No. We can wait. Keep everybody in suspense. Keep the viewership high at Toast. Everybody's waiting to collect this one. There is... Hey, the Oddfjell tanker is coming as well from the left now. I wonder when they are going to tear down the safting or replace it with a problem. Is it not a good one? Is it not working properly? Maybe they can place a radar on top of the new tower they built there. We cycled past it on Monday. Where is it again? That tower, that over there. It's quite a structure. I was very impressed how tall it is. So that thing is like a whole new. Oh, there is a radar on top of it. Never mind. It's definitely a radar up top there, and it's even already active by the looks of it. Hey, mega ships. She's making quite a lot of speed. She's making good progress. Nice. She is coming closer quite fast, yeah. So once that is done, I definitely want to visit that tower. I had a very nice view over the North Sea dock, which is that dock over there. No, that one. Sorry. Where the Maersk ship is. All right. She's getting closer. So when we saw her last year, we learned that she had a pool up the top and also a tennis court in the back. Not even a Gulf. They're smaller. The thing is with these cruise ships, they're smaller, but they're aimed at more like luxury stuff. So there'll be a lot more fancier drinks and food on board. It'll be a lot more formal for the dinner and stuff and things like that. But the trade-off is there's like less facilities and crazy amenities on board. Another pro would be that she can go to smaller ports like Antwerp, where a big cruise ship could never go to. And she is owned and I'm not sure if owned, but she's operated by Regent, the Regent hotels. All right, I think we can do it. I think we can put it on the overlay now. There's no more land in between us and her. So we could, in theory, swim towards her now. There she is, the 7 Seas Mariner, 216 meters long, 32 meters wide. She is 25 years old, sailing under the Bahamas flag. Why is that? Because a captain of a ship sailing under the Bahamas flag is legally allowed to officiate weddings. So they can upsell getting married on board. So another legendary card if you're playing the ship card game. We do have a little card collecting game accompanying the stream. For those of you who just joined or are new to the channel, you can collect cards for each ship that we see on the stream. Exclamation mark collect on how to play in Twitch chat, and it is in the YouTube description as well if you're interested in that. Oh, it's uncommon? Oh. Again, we need to tweak stuff for that. It should indeed be higher. I agree. I mean, given the fact that we rarely get to see a sea cruise ship on the river, it should be a legendary. Period. So you might want to collect it because I will upgrade it to a legendary for sure. Maybe that's something that I can work on tomorrow, being able to manually override rarities of cards. I think I'll do that tomorrow, as I probably won't be able to stream. I wonder, I do think we have an achievement for getting a certain amount of cruise ships. I don't know how many you need to get it. Well, you got 3 today. 2 river cruises and then this one. Oh my god, that's a throwback from Winkelhaven. It'll be legend. Wait for it. Derry. It was such a good television show. That was back in the days when I was still binging. Oh god, there's so much of that, like ripped clips from television shows these days on shorts. I feel like it's equally bad as AI slop in my opinion, but hey. Her sister ship on Wednesday should be legendary by then. Yeah, that could potentially be. But this one will turn into a legendary. I don't think the XP... Do I really want... No, I'm not going to retroactively change the XP, but you will have it as a legendary card in your collection, this one. Oh, you got the 2000s achievement with this one. Nice. "10 cruise ships as the achievement. Okay. I always wonder how many people are on a smaller cruise like this. Because I know the big ones are very popular, but I feel like these ones are like a lot less busy. I see some clouds settling in. Maybe we'll have some rain tonight. You see the 2 red buoys that she has to go around. And a third one now in the frame as well. She still has some ways to go. She's wondering, these red buoys indicate where the shipping lane is. So they should stay between the red and green buoys. So the water is safe and deep enough. I am Angelo. That's exactly where I am right now. Alright, in a little bit we'll fly the drone again. It's very funny. Last year we saw this one in August as well, and I also filmed it with the drone from the sky. So we'll do exactly the same again this year. What is a serious collector? Is that like a certain amount of ships? Oh, like there's a little push tug. There's a little push tug in front of her there. He looks so tiny. 350 cards, okay. Hey Hypna. It's all balcony suites. That's how I like it. I hate inside cabins. That's another thing. If I ever do a sea cruise, I want it to be on an outward facing room with a big window or a balcony, but at least a nice big window. I don't want to have any inside room. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and look through my window while laying on the bed. I guess it makes sense. The ship is not that wide, right? It's, what is it, 32 meters? So it makes sense that they have no inside cabins. We're almost there, Toomba. The slick operation, you haven't got any. Can you post that in Discord, or maybe one of the mods can post in the channel in Discord, the ship card channel? It could be bugged, but yeah. We'll take a look at it. It's probably the requirement is not. Oh, you already posted. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Then I'll also look. I'll look into all of your remarks. There's a lot of ideas for features as well by people. I'll do some tweaks probably tomorrow if I find the time. You want a balcony? It's a world of difference when you sit outside of your room. Sarah, thank you for the raid. My goodness, it's raid. I'll be seeing Sarah soon. I'm excited for that. I'll see her in 2 weeks from now? 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now? 2 weeks from now. Alright, welcome raiders. We are about to fly the drone. So you guys are right on time for some excitement. Alright. A minute. Alright. And I'm always finishing first. I mean, she streams for so long. Alright. Final ship of the day. A cruise ship, which is quite rare on the river, in case you're wondering. No, we're not doing stunts. Oh my goodness. She's still a little bit far away, but we have a full battery, so we should be able to. We can fly for another 30 minutes on this battery, according to. Not a lot of wind today. Maybe before we see this one, we can turn around. There's also a tanker coming towards us. Was it so stable? It's a drone. It has all the software that does it. It's a little bit dark, this view, but can I tweak that actually? Oh, I can. Oh. So I can like brighten it up a tiny. Oh, that's a bit too much. That's a bit better. Let's not mess with it too much though. Let's reset it. Okay, cool. But of course, we're not here for a tanker. Oh, look at the little push tug ship. We are here for the big cruise ship. Main attraction for today. I feel like the wider angle is more crisp, but then of course you're further away. I feel like this is the crispest view. But as we're a bit far away from it, this is maybe a bit more interesting. Dude, I should just hang on. Let's pivot a little bit for a moment here. Look at that. That is a view. Yeah, these drones are really good at windy conditions. Sure. Fortunately, I cannot go closer because I need to stay away from the shipping. Well, I don't want to fly over the shipping lane because the tanker is also here. I don't want to fly above that. So we'll stay out of the shipping lane. I think if we go high enough, we can see the pool probably. I'm not allowed to go any higher than this. We're at max height. This is 100 meters. Can just make out the pool, I think. Do the wide angle here for a minute. If you're wondering, it's perfectly legal what I'm doing. I'm allowed to fly here. I also have a certificate. I'm a certified drone pilot, guys. I just did a course on the internet and then an exam. So it's perfectly legal. Yeah, I reach shed a lot less when I'm flying. Trying to focus on being safe. Should fly on my hand. Yeah, it's annoying. And I lost connection to Twitch. God damn it. What a timing. The back rooms, that's where you want to be at. That is where you want to be. God, I really hope we're still live. I cannot see. It would be so sad if we're not live right now. There's a pool. I can still see kick chat. It's just Twitch that's messing up. Interesting. Hey, there's Twitch again. Dude, the flies are coming out. Me, god damn it, that's annoying. All right, one more drone foot shot for the regulars. I'll go check out Babui. We saw this buoy be placed a few weeks ago, so we named it Babui. So this is our buoy. We own it now. All right, let's get my drone back in. Come home. Well, that was annoying that I lost Twitch. Oh, you guys can hear me. That was annoying that I lost Twitch chat while I was flying. Didn't see your reactions. I hope you enjoyed it. Catch it as it lands. Why? All right. So fortunately, this is the only spot where you can fly the drone. I'm not gonna fly it anymore at our other spot because chemical plants, security freaking out, yada yada. It landed on an asphalt, so should be it's fine. It's forbidden, keep out. But there's a port here, and it says Wolfsorden. I guess it's just don't go right to the right side of it, because then it's too shallow, probably. But thanks for looking that up. Cool. All right, guys, chatters, chatterinos. It is time to wrap it up for today. fun stream. Finally flew the drone again on stream. We saw an ultra large container ship, 2 river cruises, and a proper cruise ship. Yeah. So if you liked what we're doing here, don't forget to drop a follow. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, you can like and subscribe. It's all free, helps the channel grow. And we will most likely be back on Wednesday with the sister ship of this cruise ship. It is scheduled to go out on Wednesday evening, so we might be here on Wednesday evening again on the spot. We'll do some droning again, or the other spots without the drone. We'll have to see. Just 10 minutes is what it is, crossbow. But there's no other ships to look at, so. Alright, thank you everybody for being here, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.